Guys, I'm sorry. There's an event at Kennedy and they needed relief, so I switched over to that. Brant, welcome to the party, buddy. It's going to be 10 plus yourself.
All right, man. Yeah, appreciate you guys coming out, and nice to talk to you. Have fun over there at New York.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
See ya.
All right, I am running behind, so we're gonna go ahead and just get going. It's a very short intro here, I realize, but that's okay. I'm ready to go flying. Let's see here. What do I need to do? I think I need to do this, and I need to do this. Hello, and let's fade this out here. So yeah, you can hear. Holy moly, the wind is whipping. It is cold. It is windy. It is snowy. It is icing conditions up here. We are in Montana, and we're flying from Dillon to Missoula by way of Lemhi County here, Salmon, Idaho. And we're doing this as part of a virtual USA Flying Club event. It's actually an event I organized just kind of at the last
The
minute.
weather is still no snow.
And anyway, this is the point in the journey when Lewis and Clark realized that there was not going to be an all-water passage through the mountains, and so I imagine there were maybe more harsh things said than "oh, for the love of," but I just thought it being Valentine's and all that would be kind of a funny play on what was going on there. I don't know what they expected, right? Like that, surely they knew when they left St. Louis and they were already going upstream that the chances of them finding a way all the way to the ocean was not going to be good. However, at the same time, they also had never been there, so it's like the opportunity to see new country is very appealing, and so I can understand why they wanted to go and check it out, and tremendous upside, I guess. But anyway, we know, and we're in a little faster canoe here, so that's what we're going to try to do is fly this route. So let's see if we can get her going here, and yeah. All right, master's coming on here. See which controls I have. Do I have that? Oh, just throw my stuff around here. All right, I think we're good to go there. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Yeah, it's just the Blackbird Simulation Kodiak 100. It is definitely a really enjoyable aircraft. We flew the heck out of it, of course, just a little while ago when we did our marathon stream, our fundraiser stream. And so, yeah, we're going to give it another go here. Oh gosh, I just forgot. Yep. So, slight difference in start procedure. As you can see, flames. And this is something that is, I guess it's not really flaming, but this is something different from the Thranduil model. And that's completely my fault.
Fixie!
Hello, Mr. Fixie. All right, I gotta go back. You can't do a low motor start on your first on your first start of the day. Although the Thranduil bird recommends that you do a low motor start. It actually points out that it's more dependent on the outside and anyway. Let's go here and let's go there, and I may need to even like change airplanes here. Summit. Let's go. I didn't like that interior anyway. Let's go this one. Okay, it's Dylan. Ramp 7. Let's fly. Yeah, that's yeah. So that's like what I have in my head for the start procedure, and I about every other time. Well, now 2 in a row because I did it. Well, no, 2 out of 3 times I did it and did it correctly. Wait, 1 out of 2 times I did it correctly in the marathon stream. So I'm currently only 1 out of my last 3 when it comes to starting this aircraft. But again, it gives us a chance, I guess, to sort of talk about this first leg. I am going to try to fly VFR as far as I can. And I think, honestly, what we're going to try to do is come out of Dillon here, and there's a little highway to follow. Or we could come down here, down the tracks, and find this lake. And then cut to the west. We're trying to find Lemhi Pass. Again, this was the point at which Lewis and Clark realized it just isn't going to happen. And they actually they did make it across into Idaho, and then they went up to Missoula to winter. But we're going to try to see if we can find this, because if we can find this pass, we can stay down here at about 7,500. We can wiggle our way over here to the Lemhi River and make it into Lemhi County. Right now, the weather, a few at 7,000, scattered at 9,000, and so it's a little bit sketchy. So if we need to, we will, I guess we'll file a pop-up, or we'll plan for a pop-up IFR. All right, I am gonna change the weather to live weather. I'm gonna back my time up to, let's just afternoonish. And let's give this another try. Okay, we're going here. We're going here. Brett, I hope things have gone well for you. I don't know. It sounds like there's about 10 of us that are being crazy enough to try this out. So that's pretty cool. Let's try this again. Spinny, 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 spinny. There we go. Come on. Yeah, not a super long. I mean, depending on what you're flying, it's 170 miles total for the trip. So not super long, but what I was really hoping is that it would have been nice enough that we could have done a little bit more scud running, and I'm not really. You just got the 414, yeah. So I understand that totally. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do quite so much, be worried quite so much about the ice, and so everybody, like, I was initially going to fly the DA62. But it doesn't have any anti-icing, and so that went out the window. And yeah, it's just, I'm gonna have everything on that I possibly can have on right now. So okay, I think we're about ready here. I am connected to VATSIM. I do need to put a flight. Oh, I'm not connected to VATSIM. I got bumped off when I had to restart due to my engine fire, my untimely engine fire. So let's see. Flight plan will start by saying VFR, KDLN to KSMN, and we'll put KMSO Missoula as our alternate. And we'll be out of here in the next 10 minutes or so. I'm thinking this first flight's going to be about probably 45 minutes, maybe. Maybe not even that. Hey, Iowa Scotsman. What's going on, sir? Great to see you, Ron. And we're going westbound. I'm going to try to keep it at 8,500 or less. So we'll see how that plays out. And yeah, that was our last one, the charity stream. This almost broke my rule for not flying the same plane twice, but we did have a Bush League Monday between our charity stream and this stream. So, and then I missed a couple streams because of my granddaughter. So, had a granddaughter that was born this weekend. So, anyway, you made it 8,500, but there was some weather close. Oh, okay, yeah, that was when I checked earlier today when I was working and being distracted.
Susie!
Hey, Kevin. Me too, man. Me too. I am so happy to be on. I think I need to adjust my. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Anyway, that was where the up there by Missoula was definitely where the weather was. Winds right now again, Dylan 040 at 20. Hello, 2985. Let's do that. 2985. Okay. And again, we'll set this probably just more for our reference than anything. Probably do hand flying for most of this. Although I say that, and if I have to pop it into autopilot, it'll be nice to have. So I need to see, I guess, what do I have for departure options here? If the winds are favoring something kind of northeast, 040, I got a runway 4. Well, how convenient is that? I should be right up here, yeah. Little back taxi, I think, and we're at it. I might even be able to take, I think I'll take the intersection here and just rock and roll. This is a STOL capable aeroplane, as you might have guessed. So we'll squawk that, and I'm in 1200 mode. That's good. You're getting, you're working. Gosh dang, Ron, you are you're the employee of the month, my friend. You are working your backside off, my good man. Okay, that's already turned on. And let's see. I see. Yeah, let's go there. You know what? We'll put this in just again, just in case we need to have a little backup to the backup to the backup. So yeah, let's pop down here. Origin will be we're in Dillon again. So okay, the only thing I'm having trouble with right now with this avionics is reading the text. It just feels really blurred out. So I don't know if it's a setting I have. It probably is, but I have to zoom in a little bit. But yeah, Kevin, it's good to be back on a Tuesday, and it's good to kind of be getting closer. I have one more basketball game to coach on Thursday, and then at that point in time, I'll be back to my regular Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So excited about that for sure. I've missed these midweek streams. And it's tell you what, it's really nice to have something like this to look forward to. I have enjoyed the Farewell Fridays, no doubt about that. But you know what I've come to kind of appreciate about Friday night is having the flexibility to like just sit down on my couch when I get home and like just take a massive nap instead of coming home and having to get set up for a stream. And or you can still fly with with your buddies, but you don't have Don't have all the extra stuff that you have to get ready for. But so I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep that spirit of that event, but we're going to call it Throwback Thursdays. So, do I know about the keyboard text entry feature on this? I do not. Kevin, do tell. Do I just have to click on those spots and then I can start typing things in? That'd be amazing. Let me remind me of that when I get to salmon, and I'll check that out. I do know that it's updated and it has a lot of cool things on it, but yeah. Well, so Ron, here's the deal, man. We kind of did a little bit of that over the weekend, and we went with going down to see my granddaughter and kind of spending some time together doing that stuff. So we'll kind of put it. We got a little something maybe tomorrow too that we're going to do, and yeah, it's we're spreading it out instead of going just one night. But yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go. Let's make sure tracky's working. There's where I want to go. Right down there. Oh, look at that windsock. Holy moly. Well, with the wind, I definitely can take the intersection departure here. Can I? I definitely can. Let's get on the comms here. 2280. And is that what I'm on over here? Yep. All right. I don't think anybody else is here, but we'll make a call. We'll get going. All right, dealing traffic. Kodiak is coming out of the ramp area, runway 4 on the taxi. Dealing traffic. All right. Taxi's on. Everything else is good. It's robot fighting time. Brakes. This does not release the brakes, does it? I gotta do it that way. Okay. Heads up there, pushback tug person. So I'm gonna go straight ahead, basically, and down to the intersection here, runway 4, and we'll depart. And I think what we'll do is it's probably going to be easiest to head. Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna pull up here and stop and look at this for just a second. This is runway 4 right here. In my mind, I thought heading kind of straight over, following this over to Bannock was going to be the way to go. But now I'm thinking this might be, getting down here to this lake might be better. And then there's this road and Horse Prairie Creek that leads us to the pass. Plus there's like a couple of ridge lines I can sort of stay north of. So, all right, we'll come out of here. We'll look for like a 207 heading for 22 nautical miles. And let me do this as well, because I'm going to be doing about $1.70 in this beast. And we said 8,500. Let's put that in here so that we have our log, and we'll expect this first leg to take 8.3 minutes. And I'll see if I can do a better job. I'm not very good at running my timer here, so I'm going to try to do that this time and see. All right, that's when we expect to get to the lake. Oh, look at my windsock changing now on me. You dirty rascal. You are a dirty rascal. Well, that kind of makes me feel like I should just go all the way down then and take runway 35. Wouldn't you say? I'm just gonna flip it around right here. Jamaican bobsled team. I love it. I love it. All right, Dylan traffic. Kodiak 11816. I'm going to be taking the intersection departure here, runway 35, and we'll be a VFR to the southwest, left-hand crosswind departure. Still in traffic. Okay. A notch O flaps. Here we go. Looking for about 60. Airspeed's alive. V1 and VR. A little heavy. Getting off the ground there. Ooh. Wasn't the nicest takeoff. I'm definitely not holding my center line. Wow, then the wind really slashed back around on me, didn't it? Wow, holy cow.
Thanks for subscribing.
Oh, hey, JPC. Wow, 37 months. That's incredible, Mike. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how much that means to me. All right, we're going to start this thing. Here we go. How do I start it? How do I start it? Enter, 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 start. All right, there we go. Maybe. All right. I'm getting tossed around. We're going to come back around here. Again, we wanted about 207. And like a smart guy, I did not set my course heading here, did I? No, or my course heading. That doesn't make a lot of sense. 207. Let's bring it around town, SpongeBob. Tell the Devils to score. Yeah, get them warmed up, because the Avalanche are going to need somebody to beat in the Stanley Cup. So just whoever wants to be that team, you know. The Devils got off to that good start. Kind of been a little bit inconsistent since then, but they look like they have a pretty good team.
I did play some of it.
Oh, jeez. Well, just when you want to count on them, right? Okay, so we're on our way, and again, it's going to be maybe a little tough to see, but we've got a road and a railroad track on this heading that will hopefully take us down toward, there's a reservoir. What's this called? The Clark Canyon Reservoir. So we're starting with a pretty easy visual waypoint here. And let's get everything set here in terms of torque, RPMs, and all that good stuff. And one thing I just realized here is that I don't have my numbers pulled up for this Kodiak. Hold the flaps up. No, I haven't. They're coming up now. That'll help a little bit. Ooh. All right. Definitely feel very, very rushed getting started today. When you're running late like that, I think it's natural to do that, but okay, I'm looking for, what am I looking for here? Climb, cruise. We want, I want 1670 as max power, torque of 2000.
Well, I don't know who's still out there, but I had a really nice time.
Hey, I just got here, Chandler, but I'm glad you enjoyed, buddy. Thanks for flying.
Hey, it's tough being a wallflower on Valentine's, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure that I'm getting in trouble as we speak, but I did get the green light to do this, so you know.
Well, you know the old saying, the wallflower at the dance is a dandelion in the grass.
Sure enough, man.
We'll see you. Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, we'll catch you next time, Chandler. See ya. All right, there is, I'm getting to 8.5, and I am following. You can kind of see the little roadway and the river and everything a little bit better on, actually, on the screen here. So I think that'll work. And 8,500 is looking good right here. It's looking good. Ah. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a this is not going to be an enjoyable flight for the passengers, that's for sure. How's my timer doing here? So 4 minutes again. I'm expecting, of course, I don't know that I'm doing 170. I'm only doing about 160 here, so man, I'm really struggling to hand fly this thing. There we go. Now we're doing better. Easy, easy, easy. Wow. Just about ripped the wings off it right there. That would not have been good. I may have to go. I may have to hand fly this sucker. I can't keep it stable. Or I mean, I may have to come off of hand flying. I'm struggling. Get it trimmed out here. Alright. Super gusty right now. Still like 19 and 20. So, and that tailwind, it really wreaks havoc with you. Plane that's this light, it struggles a little bit. Okay, well, guys, we're looking okay. There's kind of our roadway and our river, and I think for the most part we're doing all right. We're about 1,000 feet too low, I think, but we're not redlining anything. Can't quite see. That's one thing with this track IR. I don't quite have it in the right spot. I think I can zoom in though. Yeah, I can zoom in. So we're 6 minutes and 19 seconds. Reset? No, not quite. Yeah, boy. Usually I can get this thing trimmed out halfway decent, but tell you what, the other part about maybe going to autopilot is that I can't, like, I feel like I can't. I'm having a hard time chatting with you guys. So all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go heading mode. We're gonna pick the we're gonna turn the altitude hold on, and let's just jump into autopilot. We'll put the yaw damper on as well. Let's just level her off. Excuse me, right here. I see the reservoir in front of us. I see it on the screen. And let's see what's our about 7 minutes. We said what, 8:03, I think is what that said. 8 minutes, 8.3. So about 8.5 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna be pretty close to that, I think. And then from the reservoir, it's a 257 heading, although we're going to probably be more like, honestly, kind of more up here, if I'm being totally honest, doing that thing. But this leg here, this second leg, heading to Limhi Pass, that should take about the same, about 8.5 minutes. So let's see if I can do the stop, reset. We'll wait till we get to the reservoir and we'll make the turn. Definitely not very good at, or as good as I should be at this type. I mean, like the visual navigation stuff, I don't mind, and I'm getting better at that. But keeping my clock and my, my heading and taking wind. I didn't take into account wind. I actually should have got there a little bit sooner except I'm only doing about 150 across the ground, 160. Okay, so let's make our turn. And the big thing here is that we're trying to stay north of this ridge line here. So let's try about 260 here to start. See what that does for us. Get the clock going again. And I can put the torque back in here. I want to go about 1670, I think is what the number said, about 2,000 on the RPMs. Keep pulling those RPMs back and pushing that power lever forward. See what that does for me. Okay, that's pretty good line, I think. The wind is going to be shoving me, yeah, it's going to be shoving me to the right, so I might go ahead and just go another 10 degrees, maybe due west, just to take into account the wind. And I'm at 8,000. Yeah, I could go up a little bit here. Why don't we try to do that? Let's climb 500 feet a minute. Alt select is on, and let's see if we still have that same weird problem of not making it all the way up to the select altitude. So yeah, things started promisingly, I think, for Lewis and Clark, you know, other than the fact that they were going upstream, upriver, but big wide rivers early on, and you know, pretty much nice waterway passages all the way really into Montana. And they got to a couple different spots where they had forks in the river, and they had to actually split the party and send half of them one way, half the other, just to kind of scout things up for a couple days before they figured out which direction they wanted to end up traveling. And then they got into Montana, and they came to a spot called Three Forks, where they had essentially 3 different ways that they could go. Anyway, they all sort of reconvened here near Dillon, and they decided to actually, they got really not much past Dillon. They started to look for, I mean, they saw the Rocky Mountains as they were making their way west, and they're like, all right, it's going to probably not happen. So they basically kind of got rid of all their boats and things like that, and hired some guides to guide them through the mountains, and because it was getting on winter time, and anyway, it was kind of Lemhi Pass where they basically said, all right, it's just like, we don't know a way, not a northwest passage. There might be a passage farther to the south, but definitely not something through the northern part of the country. So anyway, that's where we're headed, and with any luck, I'll be able to show you why. You will see why this is not the way to go. I'm thinking that potentially this little notch right here may be what we're shooting for. Maybe. We should have. I don't know how well it's rendered. You don't really see it, but a little tiny bit. If I zoom in a little bit, do I get a little more? No. So this is yeah. I'm kind of feel like right here is where I'm shooting for. That's the pass that I'm looking to get here, and again, it's
Pull up, 3.
we may very well have that, but this is that little creek we're talking about, Horse Prairie Creek, and yeah, so we're gonna see there's a road. I see a road next to it as well. Yeah, so I think we're gonna be okay here, and we're expecting to get to that just a little past 8 minutes. So what are we at here? About 4:15. You know, I should probably look to see if I have a, yeah, I'm going to need this switch tonight. So I'm going to take the old, take the cover off of that because I'm probably going to need it myself. Yeah, the GTN was probably not happy with you. I think you are 100% correct, Them's my shoes. 100% correct. By the way, when we get past Lemhi Pass, we're going to continue going on a generally westerly direction. We'll turn a little bit like about a 285, and hopefully we'll pick up the Lemhi River as well as a road that leads us towards Lemhi County. All right. Well, I hate to do this, guys, but I think it's time for me to fly. Time for me to fly. I've heard that song in a long time. I've got to set myself free. Time for me to fly. Let me change octaves a couple times here. That's a sign of a good singer. All right, we're gonna go up this way and see how it shakes out, guys. Cracky engaged. Why do I feel like over there is the place I want to be? What's my timer? I'm early, aren't I? I'm early. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to fix. We're not too late. And we've got good weather. So, I mean, surprisingly good visibility. But I think I need to go one more valley over before I make that turn. So we're going to do that. Does it look all right to you? So everything, I'm at 8,500 right now, or about 8,400. Kevin, I can't wait to read what you're saying. Alright, gotta get on that pass here. Gotta get just a little bit further, I think. Yeah, this might be it. Right here might be it, guys. It may not be exactly it, but it might be one more ridgeline over, but I think for the most part, this is our Lemhi Pass. So we're looking for approximately 284 coming out of here. Yeah, I would say, I don't know that we're 1,000 feet above this, but 7,300 feet is what it's reported to be. Now, of course, we might, our altimeter settings may be a little different now too. That we kind of got into the hills a little bit, but yeah, I'd say we found a nice low spot here. I would say. So let's see if we can pick up a road and a little river. I love the snow, but I tell you, it really does make it more challenging to pick up the waterways. All right, let's see. On the bright side, my computer has a way to mute the speakers, and I've learned to activate it with when your mouth opens up and your left eyebrow arches. Okay. Okay. So I'm glad I have a tip there. Whoa, hey, hello. When do you know I'm about to overspeed? When is it when both eyeballs go like that, or is it the right eye twitch at that moment? Hey guys, I think we have a Lemhi Valley here. Maybe a river, and then we'll turn up, and I'm gonna get some weather at Lemhi. 360 at 10. So there we have a north-south running runway here, guys. So I think we're gonna do that. Lemhi County traffic, Kodiak 816 is approximately 10 miles to the southeast at 7,000 feet. We're inbound runway 1. Lemhi traffic. I don't know what runway it is. Landing north, runway, runway 1. That's not 35. Sorry, 35. And correction, Lemhi traffic, Kodiak is inbound runway 35. Now we're going to jump in the extended right-hand base for runway 35. And do I have a little bit of help down here? I don't know if I do. Other than I think this is my this is what I want to follow here. So I'm going to do that, but I don't see the airport yet. And yeah, I don't have any. There we go. I don't have any shame. Nope, that's not. That's where I'm going to end up at Missoula. So that's not showing me the Lemhi. It's not showing me the Lemhi. All right. Well, we'll just kind of make our way up here and see what happens. Both eyeballs go wide, and the goatee hair stands on. You know me well. I guess that's the whole thing. Lemhi traffic, 4,000 feet of elevation, so I think we're getting semi-close. Wish there was a lake or something nearby. I don't think there is. There's a town. The town of Salmon, Idaho, is right next to it, and there's a 40-acre private airstrip called 40-acre airstrip. All right, I'm gonna stop this for now, and we're gonna get rid of it for now. Hello. One of these days I'm gonna invest in a camera system, or I'm gonna figure out how to properly utilize this one. It is, Kevin. It is a gas insert. And it's not something that'll heat my whole house, but it heats like this half of the basement just perfect. When it's a little chilly where I'm sitting right now, it's just absolutely perfect. Has a little bit of a blower on it, and a thermostat that you can turn up as far as you want. Kicks on and off automatically. We've had, I think we've had now, we've had at least 3. And really do like it. Natural gas is pretty cheap here, so it's pretty efficient. Yeah. Well, I turn it on when I'm streaming, and then I turn it off because if I left it on the whole time, it would actually be a little too warm down here. So, yeah, I turn it on for the ambiance. Gosh, am I like, where are we? I gotta be close here. I feel like is this the town? No, this is not the town. I'm getting close to, oh, that is Lemhi. Sorry, that's where I want to go. Okay, so that's not Missoula. That is Lemhi, Salmon, Idaho. So we're doing all right. But it does definitely come in handy on nights like tonight. Like it is, it's a flat out winter storm out there tonight. It's snowing and blowing and drifting and cold and nasty, and it's supposed to be that way through tomorrow. All right, let's do this. Let's set the heading bug to tree 5, just for a little reference here. Yeah, we're almost on that right-hand base as we speak. And let me just double check that that is in fact the traffic pattern for tree 5. No, it's a left-hand pattern. So I'm going to need to overfly the field and jump in a left-hand base, actually. That's okay. We'll try to get down to about 5.5. And we're almost right there. Good deal. What's our distance? Yeah, about 3 miles. My traffic, Kodiak 816, is 3 miles to the southeast at 5,500. Go overfly the field and enter a left-hand pattern runway tree 5. My traffic. I know. I never changed that, Shusey, because I am too lazy. Once I found out that I couldn't assign November 11816 to every single one of my airplanes, I just kind of gave up. So my Volata stats are heavily like they are very, very phenom heavy. You'd think I'm a bizjet guy. Nothing but bizjets all the time, baby. All right, let's see if we can find this airport. Why do I feel like I'm way the heck over there? I am. That's why. So my traffic, Kodiak 816, is actually north of the field now, and we're going to enter left-hand pattern runway tree 5. Lem high traffic. Yep, I somehow just got way north. Yeah, I think that's it over there. I think so. I'm gonna start getting turned down. Oh, hello, snow. Need to start getting slowed down a little bit. I still have not actually seen the field. I think, there we go. All right, we're way over there. Not a very good pattern. Zorvix guys, they think of everything, Kevin. They think of everything. Here's where all his hopes and dreams were crushed. All right, notch of flaps coming out. We're just going to touch and go. We're going to touch and go. So we're way behind. We're in a bind. We're way behind. We're going to touch and go. High traffic, Kodiak 816 is turning left base runway 35. We're going to be touch and go and departing northbound Lemhi. All right, let's see if we can still do this super fast right now. More than a bit high. Second notch coming in. There's our field. My traffic, Kodiak 816, turning final 35. Touch and go northbound departure, Lemhi. That hill made me a little nervous, I'll be honest with you. I don't know, like I was just so deep on that downwind, way too deep. Should have been turning final about right here. All right. Touch and go. We'll start. We'll keep heading up the way. Oh, just like that. It was winter. Whoa! Like the wind. I think the wind changed also on me. Wow! I like the bottom just dropped out of my airspeed and everything there. That was wild. Holy cow! Maybe just low pass instead of touch and go. Now so we can save it here. All right. Wow, weird. Because now I'm getting all kinds of crosswind. Okay, yeah, that was wild. That was a weather update of all weather updates. Here we go. We're out of here. My traffic, Kodiak on the go. We'll be departing the area northbound VFR. The high traffic. That was really weird. And now I don't have any snow again. It's like, what? I've been reading a little bit, and it sounds like maybe there's a little bit of a glitch in the weather. Is what's going on? Does anybody know? You guys know? The mountains finally noticed me. Yeah. All right, 343 is the heading I want here. And like a good pilot, I'm gonna go ahead and do my flight planning as I go. Let's go heading, let's go vertical speed, let's go autopilot, yaw damper. Flaps are up. We're climbing. And we're off to Missoula. So this one, I'm gonna, I should have probably done a flight plan for this as well. Alright, so, Shusey, if you don't mind, I would love to, like hear how I can do the typing interface if you yeah. Kevin, you paint a picture. You paint a picture, my friend. Okay, how do I do text interface here, guys? Who can tell me? Is it just a matter of like literally going down here and going okay, nope, that's not it, because that's how do I do it? Anybody, who knows? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? No, I can't. When I hit K to start typing, it doesn't work. Inner knob, twist the right one. This one here. Right? Okay, so inner knob twisting. Okay, and then does that let you start to type now? Maybe I misunderstood what you're trying to tell me. Click the bug to the right of my letters. So there. Okay. Okay. KSMN, Lemhi County. Very nice. Okay. That's nice. I like that. Okay. And then that's good there. So then I'm going to here. I'll click here. I'll click here. No, I'll click here. I'll click here. And I'll type in KMSO. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, I would have never got that. Kevin, thanks, man. That's really awesome. All right, I think we're gonna shoot for. Can I do 8,500 now? We'll get leveled off at 8,500. Here's what I'm looking at, you guys. Coming out of here, I do have some some safe elevations of way up there, 9.6 and 11. But as I'm looking at my route here, I'm seeing 5,000. There's an 8,800 footer. There's a 91. But kind of where I'm going, I think I'm okay. The Lost Pass Trail will go right through it at 7,000 feet. And then once we get past that, it's 6,190. Like, there's a 7,500. You know, I think we could even get on this highway if we wanted to. Go past Ravalli County, Stevensville. Yeah, make our way in. Overcast at 6,000, a few at 5,000. Okay, winds are calm though, so we could, shoot ILS 12 or RNAV 30. What's the RNAV 30 look like? Well, this is kind of a fun one. I think we've done this before. Yeah, let's shoot the RNAV 30. Now let's plan for that. That'll be kind of fun. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Except I don't have, what have I not done here? Why is it, I have no magenta. Weird. Like it goes out to here and that's it. Huh. Alright, let's go procedure. Let's select approach. And we're going to go, sorry, I'm going to get lined up here, guys. We said we want the RNAV, that's 17. And that's going to be from, we got Weedak, we got Noah, we got Tuffy, we got Seabed. Is this the right one? Oh, this is, hold on, this is the RNAV 30. Hold on. I don't want 17. Clear. We want a different approach. Wait a minute. I guess I don't have that. Alright, well, well, what's the RNAV 17 looking like, I guess? Maybe it's fun. Who knows? Am I going to the right spot? Maybe I'm not selecting the right Missoula. This is for Lemhi County. Alright, clear. I don't want any of that. Okay, I want to go to my destination. That's it on. Now procedures. Now select approach. Nope, it's the same thing. Oh, it's bumping me back to, no it's not. Salmon, Idaho. Oh, it's bumping me back to my... Whoa, okay, hold on. My flight plan, it's, taking me direct salmon. Okay, I must need to activate this leg. There we go, salmon to Missoula. Alright, there we go. That's why I didn't have the... Let me look outside, make sure I'm not going to see fit. Alright, that looks good. Hey, welcome to G1000 Talk. I'm your host, Melvin Leroy. I'm going to take you through some of the common problems that pilots have when utilizing this piece of technology. Sit right back, go get yourself a cold beverage, and join me for today's lesson. How to load an RNAV approach. Select approach. There we go. RNAV GPS 30. And now, can I give myself a? I don't want MSO as the initial fix. Pixie? Do I have Pixie? Where's Pixie? No, Pixie's way off to the east. Weedak. There we go. Weedak. That's the one we want. Here's what I'm looking for. Here's Weedak right here. Weedak. We will definitely turn these minimums on just in case, and I am showing barrows of 400. Anybody getting nervous that I haven't looked out the front window for a while, besides me? Okay, that looks good. And I believe we can activate this right now, but we have to go down here and go to nav. We are good. We're so good. Oh, wait a minute. Are we? Yeah, 8,000. Well, not quite. If we go through the pass like we think we are, then we should only need 7,000. What did I say? 7,000. What was that pass? It was only seven and change. Yeah, 7,014 feet. So I should be plenty clear of all that, even though that does look awfully high, doesn't it? All right, well, we'll get up there close, and if we need to, we can climb, because we do have visibility. And I guess since we're shooting an RNAV approach, that we technically, this is actually a good question. If we're in visual conditions and we have a VFR flight plan filed and we decide we want to shoot an RNAV approach, have we made it an instrument? I mean, would we be needing to pop up or pick up a pop-up IFR? I'm kind of feeling like we probably should. Now, we don't have any ATC that I know of. No, at Vancouver. Shusey, you said you plugged it in there in 8,500. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that I'm going to pretend we picked up a pop-up IFR at about 15 minutes ago. And that way we're legal. Just in case somebody comes on. So that would also mean this. We want to come down here to our code and do 2,000. Okay, back. All right, good deal. Okay, we're 21 miles to Kodiak, which is our initial fix. And at Kodiak, we're needing to be, actually it doesn't say anything, but we need to be down at 6,600 at Tuffy. So Tuffy is that next point. So we're going to go Kodiak to Noah. It looks like this is still 40 miles. And then at Noah, we have to go down to 6,600 to Tuffy. Then from Tuffy, we turn to Seabed, and we have to drop to 6,000. And then from Seabed, we go to Jexham, and we have to drop to 5,600. Kind of tough to see that. That's Jexham's our final approach fix. And then we go to Physis. Does that have a? That doesn't really have a. Okay, hold on. 6,000, 5,600. Where I don't know what my. Okay, it's going to be here. Sorry, 6,000 at Seabed, 56 at Jexham, and then I'm just kind of down on my glide path here. Just a little over 4,000 at Stouben, which Stouben is kind of when we're making that final turn coming in. We want to be just above 4,000. Airport elevation is 3,206. Okay. I question my ability to do this well, even though I think I've said this. Set a VNAV constraint at Tuffy. All right, let's do that. It's got 6,600 in already, which is what it says it should have. Yeah, so it's got that constraint in there already. And this is not an RNP, so I have to manually step it down. Yep. Hello. There's an updraft. Cool. Now we maybe are not on the track we think we're on. We're kind of cutting it close here, aren't we, guys? I'm thinking that we probably don't have that clearance necessary here, but it's a bunch of skydivers riding here. They don't, like, that's no big deal to them, right? Those snowy tree rock thingies, they do wreak havoc. I wonder what my barrel is here. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm no longer. Of course, I'm also 150 feet lower than I'm supposed to be. Can a brother actually make 8,500? That would be probably good. Oh, and if I was flying this thing IFR, I would be at either 10,000 or I'd be at 8,000. I'm not going to be at 8,000. Well, I'm close enough now. I'm only 11 miles up. Doesn't make a lot of sense to climb to 10,000, but that probably would have been prudent. But again, look at that. It just does not want to get me to 8,500 for whatever reason. It just has that little bit of a, like 130 feet or something that it just does not want to give me. Interesting. Well, I tell you what, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how the weather has held, considering what it was like earlier today. I got on the webcam up here at Missoula, and it was a bit of a snowy mess, to be honest. And I thought, man, that's going to make for a heck of an interesting approach. And then I know a couple of the guys. I know Rob Valkyrie was talking about how he was fighting icing as he was flying in, and so I just was fully prepared to deal with all that stuff. But it's been okay. It's been okay. Speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, it's Rock Valkyrie. It is Rock Valkyrie. Were you able to get that ice cube of an SR-22 into Missoula, my friend? I hope you're somewhere sipping a hot chocolate, something warm, man. It sounded like you were. It was giving you some fits. I hoped you were hanging around, man. Just talking to you this past week. Missed all you guys. So we're going to hit Weedak, and then we have, by my count, another 40 miles before we actually start dropping down. We need to be down to 6,600 at Tuffy. I didn't even have to use my terrain inhibitor one time, man. In my heart, I'm a little bit bummed about that. Good. Well, I'm glad. I kind of had it in my mind that I might, like, in the event, I put that you could extend this if you really wanted to, and you can fly like all the way into Washington. Basically, it sort of picks up like where the Lewis and Clark guys sort of headed out the following spring, and they weren't, they're not far from the river, the Snake River, that takes them basically out to the west coast, which is what they were hoping for. but they just weren't up for it. I mean, it was middle of the winter. They had been going and going and going, and they're like, we're going to go up to Missoula, which wasn't a bustling town, and they're like, we're going to call it good right here. We'll warm up, we'll resupply, and we'll keep going west when the weather gets nicer. So yeah, just the icing just still feels like it's maybe still a little bit overcooked. Or you also were saying that it wasn't really wasn't showing the snow on the ground like it should have. That's interesting, because it is quite a snowy place this time of year. Well, I guess I'm glad that I chose MSFS, because I was considering flying in X-Plane just because I've been really happy with the default airports, and I hadn't flown the DA-62 for a while, and then I saw that the Station Air got an update. I'm like, oh man, you know, it's maybe going to be a fun X-Plane 12 type of event. But then once I saw all the icing and stuff today, I was like, yeah, I gotta pick something that has anti-icing. I flew the Airworks DC-3 last night just for fun. I flew it kind of up near Anchorage, and it was pretty nasty, and I knew that there was icing, but I kind of wanted to see like how much the icing affected the plane. And anyway, I did end up, like, I iced up and crashed, but the anti-icing, the de-icing, I do think it kind of kept me in the air a little bit more than I would have otherwise. I just still don't know if that is fully functional in every airplane. Like, and I honestly don't know that it's working in the DC-3 either. But in my heart of hearts, I felt like, yeah, had to be working. Because I actually flew in it for quite a while. I flew from Icy Bay all the way up to Anchorage, and most of that was in icing conditions. So anyway, Austin weather 12 is oh, JPC's not happy about it either. Yeah, shoot. You know, it's like it's always something, right? They kind of plug one hole and another leak springs. Okay, 34 miles, then I can start to descend. After Noha. I want to get myself down to 6,600. Oh, you're talking, JPC is talking about the hockey game. Oh, okay. Pixie's a Columbus Blue Jackets guy. Yeah. Well, sorry guys. Speaking as a guy that's been a fan of Colorado pro teams, like even the Avalanche have struggled until the last few years, and of course last year they finally put it all together. But it's tough to have, like, the Broncos are horrible, the Rockies are horrible, the Nuggets are good, they just can't ever get past like the second round of the playoffs. So the Avalanche are the only thing that keep me going. And I don't follow hockey super close, but I do like watching the playoffs. That's kind of when it starts getting good. It's kind of like the NBA, honestly. Like when the NBA gets into the playoffs, it starts to get kind of interesting, I think. All right. My TKS has been at max. I probably don't have any of that. That's the fluid, right? I probably don't have any of that left. Just when I'm getting into the weather where I actually am going to need it. If the Blackhawks get the #1 pick, you're going to, right? Oh, man. Okay. I'm getting tired, you guys. 29 miles. We'll start down. 29 miles. I feel like I could open up the engine inlet bypass, but like seriously, like this is the first of the muckety muck that I'm getting into, so I don't know that I will. Now, the other thing I forgot about is like if I remember, was there a way, does this now have the overlay? Gosh, I'm trying to, or am I thinking about I'm probably thinking about, yeah, I'm probably thinking about the GTN 750. Yeah, I bet I am. Yeah, like, it's just, it's hard. It's hard. And they still get pretty good support, because Denver waited so long to get a professional baseball team. But they just can never they can never get the arms. They can't get enough pitching. And then they made some moves kind of when they were close back in the early 2000s. They were close, and they brought in some high price guys, and like I think they're still paying for a couple of those guys 10 years later, and they're not playing for anybody. But JPC got it, got his goal. Shusey, come on, man. Come on, man. We got special kind of de-icing on this plane, buddy. You know that. I got the Dragon de-icing system. Now, there's no way I still have TKS fluid. Although, for the life of me, I don't know. Like, I know where the oxygen is. Like, there's my oxygen, but I have no idea where the TKS fluid levels are. Does anybody know? Like, there's got to be a way to tell how much you have, right? Maybe you just look out and see if it's still gooing out there.
Hi, Black Fox.
Hello, Black Fox. Welcome, Mike. Nice to see you, sir. And if I know you well, I know that your lovely wife, Kathy, is not far behind. Hello, Mrs. Fox. Great to see the Foxes coming in here. The official search and rescue operation of the Melvin Leroy channel. Welcome, you guys. We're just about to where we need to descend here. 19-ish miles, and yeah, we've had really, really good weather here flying across the mountains of Montana and Idaho. We're following the one critical leg of the Lewis and Clark expedition, the leg where they realized that they weren't going to be able to make it over top of the mountain in a boat. And so we're theorizing that they said something to the effect of, "Oh, for the luva." So that's why it's a Valentine's event. It's a bit of a stretch, I know. It's a bit of a stretch. But I haven't hosted an event for a while, so I was feeling kind of guilty. So I've got that. That's I threw that little quirky pun in my back pocket here to help out. But all right. gotta just hang tight, right? Hang tight till Noha, and then at Noha we're down to 6,600 at Tuffy, and we can see all that stuff is coming into play here. Here's Noha, here's Tuffy, and shouldn't be difficult for us. It's only a couple thousand feet that we have to lose, but we're in the right valley. If nothing else, we ought to be able to find it. Would also like to thank the Foxes and in fact all of British Columbia for sending us even more snow today. So thank you very much, our neighbors of the north. It had been almost 2 days, 3 days since we'd had snow, so we were getting a little dry. Man, oh man, I tell you what. So we took off middle of the week last week to go down to Colorado. We had, as most of you know, had our granddaughter made a little bit of an early appearance, and so we left Wednesday, and I tell you what, it was probably one of the worst weather drives that I've ever been in all these years. It was just like there was at least one section of road that I have no idea why it was open, and then it was just nothing but snow and wind and blizzard, and lots of, like, there were several miles where all I was looking at were the reflector poles on the side, because I couldn't see anything on the road. It was definitely Jesus take the wheel type of deal. But we did make it. It's about a 6-hour-ish, 5.5-hour trip on good roads, and it took us about 8.5 to get it. So almost a time and a half again. But yeah. Anyway, it was nice to get there. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, doggone it, I tell you what. That's a cool deal. That never gets old. But everybody's doing good, and I'm really just really proud of how well my son and his wife are. Like, this is their second kid, so it's like not brand new, and they're doing such a good job with everything. And then of course Big Brother he's really doing a good job too. And so the whole situation is pretty cool. And so Slant Alpha has already coined her as the junior flight engineer. So yeah, I don't know. She may be the pilot in command. I can see her running the show in short notice. So, but we'll see. It'll be kind of fun to see if she is interested in helping with this kind of stuff as much as her brother is. Be fun to see. Before I know it, that's what she'll be talking and walking, and yeah. Well, I can imagine that, Mike. Yeah, that's definitely. I know you've got those medic skills. That's not me. My role is different. I'm more of a support role. I run to get the coffee and the wet blankets or whatever you need. I don't know what you need, but and then I do a pretty good job after the fact of being the let me hold the kid while you go take a nap, Mama. I did as much of that as I could in the 2 days I was down there. So Shusey, I've already made Shusey feel like the need to go start drinking. It's only Tuesday and he's already drinking. Okay, Kevin, no judgment here, buddy. This is just turning into like I was thinking it was going to be like a white knuckler situation here, and like this has just been such a nice, relaxing flight, you guys. Thank you so much. Really cool. I better save that for later. I need a good thumbnail shot here. Gonna need 3 yolks soon, yeah. You know, I was thinking about the whole, you know, like a big part of what I'm doing here is, I mean, like, it is self-serving. I enjoy flying with you guys and all that stuff. I mean, that's the main thing, but like a part of it is I'm hoping that at some point my grandkids will stumble across their papa's old YouTube or Twitch channel and hear how much I talk about them. And it just makes me wonder, like, in 10 or 15 years when you know, they're old enough to kind of discover that for themselves, or maybe even longer, like when they have kids of their own and they're going through my stuff because I'm long gone or whatever, you know. Like, I wonder if YouTube will still be around, or if Twitch will still be around, or, you know. It's funny because technology, right, it changes so quickly, and 5 years is a long time in technology terms. All right, I need to start descending. So let's cut some power here. I hope it's somewhere, because I'm really trying to put a lot of content out there.
747, clean up the slide.
And anyway, I will. Yeah, you're right. Edmund Stoner, what's going on? Did your welcome sound not play? What happened?
I believe it's Emmett.
There it is. Edmund, happy Tuesday, my good friend. Thank you so much for coming in. Nice to see you. Okay, we got to be down to 6,600 at Tuffy. And then we have to make our way all the way down to, well, actually, got to go 5,600 to Jexum. So after Tuffy, it's 5,600 to Jexum. We've got 5 miles to go, about 1,000 feet to lose. I think we'll be good there. You know, the junior first officer now is just, I mean, he's always been a train lover. And so then there's been a couple things in his world that has just like fueled that fire like none other. One of them is the place that they just moved into. It actually has a train, a freight line that runs right by his house, and it's kind of cool because it starts way back and it's a little curve that goes around, and they're literally one house away, and so he can hear the train coming from a long ways away, and he gets up into it's now his sister's room, but he gets up in the window and he can watch that train come all the way from a mile away and all the way across. So anyway, that's just fueled his love already that he had of trains. But then I actually bought him just kind of on a whim, because he kind of was liking the flight sim. So I bought him Train Sim. You know, I bought a copy of Train Sim on Steam, Train Sim World, and I'll be darned, his dad says he has gotten really good at that. You know, he's like, his dad has an Xbox controller that helps him move around a little bit, and I don't know, it's like, it's a pretty complicated process. Those of you that do train simming, like, it's not just like, you can't control E one of those trains, like you have to really make it work. But apparently he's pretty good at that. So anyway, the combination of now where he lives and train sim is like, he's just all 100% in. Like, he's going to be a conductor, and he only wants to do freight trains. He doesn't want to do anything with passengers. And I'm like, well, he's already got that figured out. But yeah, trains. Black Fox, I saw that recommended. That does look pretty. That does look pretty fun. JPC will do. Will do. Thanks again for flying, my friend, and congrats, Devils. Have a good night yourself. Enjoy your sleep. I just, if you're still here, JPC, I jumped in the A320 again the other day and just had a hoot flying it. Thanks again for helping me learn that bird, and appreciate that. All right, we are past. It's time to go down now to 5,600. I'll put a notch of flaps to kind of help our descent rate a little bit here. And we need to be 56 at Jexham, which is just a little past Seabed here. So we should be in good shape. And then at that point in time, after Jexham, we're just down on our 21 degree, excuse me, our 3 degree glide slope, which I'm going to try to set it at about 700 feet a minute. See how close that gets us. Oops, I have 55, should be 56. There we go. Now the interesting thing is on descent, how close does it get us to 56? No, it's like off. All right, there's our V path. So all we have to do now is just kind of follow the V path here manually, and we should be good to go. So I am going to do that, and I think I might just like I've let autopilot have a lot of fun tonight. I might just take that guy off and just fly it myself. Instantly the nose wants to dive on me. Curious. Alright. Oh, and I took my track IR off too. Alright, airport's over there. Missoula traffic. Kodiak 11816 is on the RNAV 30. 5 mile final. Missoula traffic. Always nice to make that first radio call when you're on final. That's just how the pros do it right there, guys. Again, Mr. Checklist, Mr. Procedure, Mr. Safety, all the above. A little bit above the glide path here. Not really the glide path, the vertical path. I figured you went to get something stiff to drink when you saw how much of an issue I was having just loading the RNAV approach there, Kevin. Alright. I've got eyes on the target. We are definitely above the glide path here. Gosh, the vertical path. It's not really a glide path, but kind of works similarly, I guess. Should be at about 90 right here. Let's go a second notch of flaps. A little bit of a bubble. A little bit of a bubble. There's our good airspeed at about 90. And the town of Missoula. Apparently half of the town has snow right now. The other half is already at spring break. They do things differently up here in Montana. let's come to a level here. Start to bleed speed off. Kind of 80 on that final glide, and then 70 over the numbers. Would be right where we'd like to be if we're able to. All of the smoke jumpers. Oh yeah, they've got a lot of that stuff up here, don't they? I don't think I've ever been all the way up here to Missoula. I've been in kind of this part of Montana, but all a little bit south of here. I'd like to come up this far. I think it'd be kind of neat to see. Just go like keep going up through like Missoula, Kalispell area. Kind of fun. It's weird how again the snow is sort of coming in here, and I'm trying to keep an eye on my wind gauge here because I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch back on the replay here, but I feel like I really lost, like I had a big time wind shift on short final when I was coming into to Salmon, but it might have just been me just not minding my my power, my airspeed. All right. Prop lever coming full forward. Gear is welded, or sorry, gas is on the full tank. Undercarriage is welded. Mixture. And condition lever and propeller are full forward. And I have my my taxi lights and landing lights on. And there I am, a little bit of a downdraft again. So I wonder if I'm just getting a little slow. Yeah, I guess I was down to about 72 knots there. Maybe I'm just a little slow. It should be 80 and 70 over the numbers here. So it's now I'm a little high, but yeah, I don't know. Definitely not the most super stable approach in the world here. Alright, well, we got her down. Let's use reverser. Doesn't look like I'll make that first one. I'm getting a little bit, the winds are supposed to be calm here according to Sky Vector, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a crosswind. Okay, and am I exiting? I'm exiting on a freaking runway. Everything by the book today, guys. Like, if I can do it wrong, I am going to do it wrong. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Not good. Not good. Holy cow. And Missoula traffic. Kodiak 816 is clear of runway 30, and runway 8 will be on Alpha to the GA Missoula traffic. Duh, boy, goodness gracious. All those promises you've made. That's right, Fixie. Or Shusey. He remembers. He remembers. You know, I'm not a huge, like, replay guy, but there are times, like what we just had, where it'd be really nice to be able to watch the replay just so you could see, you know, kind of what went wrong. I feel like maybe what's happened on both of my landings, though, is I just haven't kept enough power in. And that's just caused me to get really, really splashy. So I'm gonna watch again though and see as I do all my videos, no matter how painful. But all in all, quite a nice flight. I've enjoyed the heck out of it, and I appreciate you guys for coming along with me, joining me late on a Tuesday night. I know everybody here has to work and all that good stuff. So the fact that you guys would come in and hang out is awesome. Okay, let's get shut down here and make sure everything is copacetic. I feel like an action movie hero with an unlimited supply of TKS fluid. Alright, I believe that I need to kind of come down here to low idle for a bit. If I remember my TBM days, you're supposed to idle it just a bit before you shut it all the way down. Yeah, fuel quantity was getting there, wasn't it? But otherwise, it was okay. All right, I think we're good here. Cut off. Watch the spin down. We'll call it a night. Not a bad spin down, I think, honestly. Okay, everything there comes off, and master battery is off, and we are pretty well tucked into bed. Yeah, all right, very nice, very nice. So, okay. Well, that's a good little shot just to kind of end the day on. Yeah. So great to be back on a Tuesday. So great to be back with the Virtual USA Flying Club. And great to be hanging out with you guys again. Let's go ahead and wrap things up.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Well, it's none of it's possible without you guys. And so thank you to everybody who came in today. JPC, thank you very much for the re-description. 37 months. And what I'm building here, this little graphic, and it's still under construction because I'm still trying to verify, but I'm trying to recognize anyone who has been a subscriber for 2 years or more, and I don't really have a good way to check that, like, other than when people resubscribe, I check what their current streak is. So if you are in that category, let me know so that I can put you down there. Hello, Tree Fox and company, and I'm so sorry that you're just catching me right on the outro there, but anyway, so if you're a 2-year or longer subscriber, please, like I say, let me know, because I would love to add your little logo up there to my list of pals. So,
Tree Fox.
well, Tree Fox, you didn't miss much. It was a little sketchy. Both of them were a little bit suspect. So anyway, how we'll have to chat. Michael, how'd the stationary on floats go? I haven't had a chance to test that out yet, but how'd that go? Anyway, so yeah, let me see. What's coming up here? What's coming up next for me? Well, I am, so Thursday working again, but I do have, honestly, I have a like I might do a throwback Thursday, this Thursday coming up. Maybe, it just depends on how late my games go, honestly. So probably what we're really looking at is our next flight will be on Saturday the 18th. And it works great. I got to work on the takeoff procedures. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm a big float plane fanatic. So, but anyway, Saturday the 18th will be my next stream. It'll be a breakfast stream, and I'm gonna do another episode of the Bravo tour. And we're flying from New Orleans to Atlanta, so that'll be kind of fun. And I don't know what the plane is yet. I got to look and see what the voting ended up looking like. But we'll be doing the Bravo tour. It'll be a breakfast stream on Saturday the 18th. That'll be my next stream. All right, everybody. Well, that is going to wrap it up for me. I am going to send you to my good friend and longtime stream supporter, a guy that doesn't really need any extra raiders because you're probably over there already, but I like to toss him a raid whenever I have a chance. It's Sim Caesar. You guys all know Sim. Let's go over and toss him some Flaming Dragon and Alehorn emotes and say hello from Uncle Melvin. I'll meet you over there. Can't wait to fly with you guys again on Saturday. Until then, have a fantastic remainder of your week, and we'll see you real soon. God bless.